Hello, everybody. It's me again. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you a little bit about what I'm doing, and kind of make excuses for not putting a video. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, okay. So I haven't put a video out in almost 2 weeks now, but there's a good reason. I've been working my buns off. Okay. I've been working on writing. I'm trying to finish Fury of the Lich, which is the fifth and final book of my epic fantasy series. It's called Shadows of the First Trine. It's the book series right here, but this is the old cover. The Harrowing Path is like book one. But anyway, I'm looking at my secondary screen if you're wondering what I'm looking at here. But I'm working on finishing it up, getting it ready for publication next week. I'm just kind of tweaking stuff here and there, making sure everything's correct and doing the final edits and stuff like that on it. But anyway, cool things have been happening. So I'm working on some stuff, and I'm working on it to do for those of you who are authors like I am, who've joined my channel because you're wanting to write something or you are writing something and you have some questions about things like marketing. So I'm using what I'm doing to help you. That's what my whole approach is. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It is kind of what I'm doing, yes. But those of you who are here for my grammar stuff, I will have some more grammar out later on. But if you're not here for the grammar stuff and you're here for my book writing, then this video is for the book writing people. The grammar people, I will be putting out another grammar video probably shortly. One of the things that for both of you that I will be talking about is I am getting better equipment for my YouTube stuff. Also, my chair is bad, so I'm gonna get a chair that raises me up a little bit higher, so that more in the frame. And also, this is kind of grainy. But anyway, all that stuff's coming. I've got a camera and stuff on the way. Anyway, so this is what I want to talk about. I've been working on promotion. Now, one of the things that I've had trouble with for a long time as an author is visibility. I think all of us have that trouble. You can write the best book series, the best book in the world, but if no one sees it, no one to read it, then it doesn't matter. You can write a masterpiece if you want, but it's not going to matter. So I've been trying to work on visibility, and I've got a couple of things that I want to show you. There's a lot of glare for some reason on this picture behind me this time. Sorry about that. Oh well. A couple of things I want to talk about too is I have a little bit. If you've looked at my videos before, there's one entitled Imposter Syndrome, and so I have a little bit of trouble with imposter syndrome, and the reason why is because of these things over here. These I have degrees in English, of course. I have a master's degree in English, and I do teach creative writing and writing classes. And every once in a while, I panic because I think, well, I'm supposed to be held up to this higher standard because I have English degrees. You know, people expect me to be writing masterpieces, I think. And so I get that pressure, and then I have to realize that, I don't write masterpieces. I write things that I would like to read, and I write stuff that I think is good. I like it a whole lot, and I do construct sentences well and things like that. But I don't necessarily write masterpieces. It's kind of like when I was a kid, I used to play basketball in junior high and high school, and when the coach would put me out on the court, I didn't know where the ball was, didn't know what was going on out on the court. I had a lot of trouble figuring out what was happening, and I only made like 2 points the whole time I played basketball. But when I was sitting on the bench and watching the game, I could, this person needs to do that. They should do this. Well, why did you jump there? You're an armchair critic, or if you're watching football, and I'm talking about the American football, like NFL, then you have these armchair quarterbacks that, why did the coach do that? Why did you put this in? Why do that? If you're not actually on the field, it's a lot different. Same thing with writing. I can evaluate writing. I can explicate poetry. I can give advice to writers. I can see where the plot structure is bad, where it's good, and all that stuff on other people's work. It's a lot different to do it on your own. So even though I try doing my own, I still need to have an editor, and I still need to have help here and there. So even though I have degrees in English, it does not mean I'm a perfect author. Okay, I'm just like everybody else. So I get that imposter syndrome because try to keep in mind that I am a normal person and I'm not a perfect writer, and I don't write masterpieces. I'm not a John Steinbeck or anything, or I probably never will be, but I do want to write stuff that's, entertaining. And, I had trouble with the reason why I'm so excited about getting Fear of the Lich done, so I can get out of the way, is so I can finish my Tournament of Mages stuff, and I can write the next book in the next trilogy that I've got planned. And I've got books planned all the way through 2005. I'm sorry, that's in the past. I've got books planned through the end of 2025. So I've got a lot of stuff planned. I'm on track. I'm on track to get my 20 novels written by the end of December 2023. Now, some of you might think, "Oh, that's an impressive feat." Well, I have to come clean. About 3 of those books are already half written. I've got Fear of the Lich, which is done. I'm just finishing up the last little things about it to get it, next week. I've already got Gray Mage and White Mage outlined and ready to go. I just got to write them. And then the last book in the Tournament of Mages series, I've got the ending. I know who wins the Tournament of Mage. I know who wins the Tournament of Mages, but I don't have that book completely outlined yet. I probably won't finish outlining it until after Gray Mage, when I'm a little bit closer to the ending. I know what's going to happen with that, because there's a couple of things I haven't decided yet on, and I have to decide on those before I can finish that outline. I've got a couple other things coming out. I've got a couple of books right now, and I'm about to show you this here in a moment, where I'm having covers made, and I'm trying a new cover service, which is another reason why I'm making this video, is I want to show you that. And then I'll reveal those covers on the next video. But so here's what I'm thinking about. Since I've been trying to get more visibility and get my books out there, I've used Amazon ads, and I've used Facebook ads, and I've even used BookBub ads. And of the 3 of those, I think right now the most cost effective is probably the BookBub ads. What's wrong with me? The BookBub ads. But there's other ways of promoting your book to get visibility. And that's what I'm working on now. And this is what I want to show you. So I'm going to pull up on screen share here. I'm going to show you that I've been working on something. I've been working on using Story Origin. Now, these are, let me click on the pricing here real quick. These are paid subscriptions for this. You got the set up the standard plan and the basic. I think I'm on the standard plan right now, or maybe I'm on basic. Anyway, I'm on one of these plans where I can actually submit some of this stuff. But what this does, it helps you build your newsletter mail list. Okay, so go to author dashboard. So you join these little promotions, and you can do newsletter swaps. Now, the first time I heard about a newsletter swap was when I was watching Bethany Adazeta on her stuff, and Mandy Lynn Bell, when they were talking about Mandy Lynn Bell writes like YA romance kind of things, and Bethany Adazeta writes, I know I'm saying it fast, it's Atazeta. She writes YA like fairy tale retellings, fantasy stuff like Aladdin retelling and a Little Mermaid retelling and things like that. And I watch them sometimes, to get not necessarily advice. And my room is not this dark. I need to get more lights, I think, too. Anyway, I got that stuff coming. But anyway, that's what first I heard about newsletter swaps. And I was thinking, oh, you mean you have to contact an author and see if you can say, hey, bud, I've got a newsletter, you want to switch? And I was thinking my newsletter is very small, and I probably wouldn't add that much. It's like, hey, I have this tiny newsletter. I know you have like thousands of people, and I know it's really unfair, but you want to swap? And I thought that's going to be horrible. But then I found Story Origin, and that's exactly what this place is for. And that's why I love this so far. Now, I'm new. I just started this week. This is why I've been so busy and hadn't been really putting out videos yet. It's because I've been working on writing, and I've been working on this stuff to try to build a mailing list. All right. So what this does is this will allow you to do things like newsletter swaps. And what's great about this is if you're just starting out, it's okay. You can do this. You can join these promos and stuff, and you can do this without, and there's a lot of tutorials on here and stuff too. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but there's a lot of tutorials you can go to. Almost everything has a little tutorial thing here that you can click on. And you go to these giveaways. Now, the one I'm on right now is I think I'm in those are upcoming. Let's find the one I'm in right now. One joined. That's what I'm trying to look at. All right, so I'm in this one right here. Now I'm gonna go to the preview because if you want to go and get some free books, just go to my Facebook. It's down in the description. You can click on my Facebook or my Twitter feed, and you can go and click on the banner. It looks like this, and it will bring you to this site that I'm showing you right here. And these are books that you click on, and you get the book for free. And there's one of my books right there. That's the Tournament of Mages. I mean, not Tournament of Mages. That's the Fear of the Lich that I'm finishing. This is the last book of this series. I'm about to wrap that one up. And you can get these books for free. These are reader magnets, which means that it's a book that authors give away for free to get you into their series. So anyway, you join their mailing list, and if you want to stay on the mailing list, great. If you don't, then great. But I've only lost one person so far to the mailing list. So far, everybody's stuck, and it's been really great. And you can join my mailing list too. All of you are welcome to see about my new books and what's coming out next and stuff like that. All you have to do is you can go here to join it. Just click on my book here. Just go to my Facebook and click on the banner like this, and then go to my book and click on it, and you can join my mailing list that way. Or you can join my mailing list for another thing I'm about to show you here in just a second. I don't really have a direct link to it, I don't think, with the YouTube people, because I'm not trying to market to you guys. It's just if you just want to. I'm just saying, if you want to do it, you can. So I don't really have a direct link because, like I said, I'm not really trying to market to my YouTube channel people. I'm supposed to be helping you guys, not trying to get you to join my mailing list. But I certainly don't want to exclude anybody. If you want to join it, you certainly can. Because some of you are here because of my books, and if you are, then you might want to join the mailing list, because my newsletter comes out and it gives you all the information about my new releases and all that kind of stuff. But you can also get that information pretty much here. I'll tell you. All right, so anyway, you can click on here and come to this if you want. Now, let me go back to the other screen that was just at. So this is, you get like a link, a tracking link that you get to put. You just click on this and it copies, and you put it in your Facebook or your Twitter, and it draws people here, and they click on your book and they join your mailing list. Okay, so why is the mailing list important? Because that's your people who are reading your books, that are readers. They're people who actually read books, that want your book and that want to read through your series. And they're always looking for things. These are people who read like a book a day and stuff like that, that really want that really go through a lot of books per year. And so it helps you that way. And also, like I said, with Bethany and Azeta, she kept talking about promotions, and I've seen the same promotions with Mandy Lynn. They kept talking about promotions where you did newsletter swaps. And I was like, well, how do you do that? Well, Story Origin is one way you can do that. And like I said, the best thing about it that I like so far, and I'm going to tell you my final thoughts in the next video, but if you're currently watching this video and it's not like a year later, then you can actually go in and click on that link and go get that book if you want, on my Facebook or something. But if it's like a year later, it's probably already over with a long time ago. But what I like about it so far is that it is getting people to sign up for my mailing list, and it's been really cool so far. The other thing I like about it is you do not have to have, those of you who are out there in my YouTube channel that are watching this because you're wondering how you should market and things like that, and you're writing a book, and when you get done with the book, well, how do you become visible? And you don't have a mailing list at all yet, or a newsletter or anything, and you're starting brand new. Story Origin is a good is a good place to go, is where you want to go, because you don't have to have any. You can have 0 and start off with it and start building it from there. So it's really great for that reason. All right, the second one that I'm working on right now that I've joined and looking at is called ebook fairs. And all of these you can get these through links through a Dell link. If you go to like self-publishing with Dale, he has a place called Dale Links, and you go to them and you can click on his links, and he has all these places that you can go to. Otherwise, you can just Google them, like ebook fairs, Just Google it, go there. Now what this one does is you join this. Now this is a subscription as well. You pay like $10 a month, and you get to join all these fairs. You look in here and you like find a fair, and here's one for fantasy that I've joined already that you can submit your book to. You have to put your books in here, and then you submit your book, and your book will be put into that fair. I don't know if my book's in there yet. Not in that one yet. All right. So anyway, I've got one of these going right now. Let's go to my profile. All right. So go to my profile again and you scroll down, and I've got it integrated into my mail list, because at the end of this, you could possibly get some more people subscribing to your newsletter email list. So I've got one that's coming up, Fantasy Fun, but the one I'm wearing right now is Fantasy Action Adventure. As you can see, I've got 394 votes out of 1,898, which is pretty good. I might actually get Best in Show. So if you guys want to help me out and go here, I'll show you how to do that. So here's what the fair looks like. If you go to my Facebook, which again is down in the description, or my Twitter, and you see this banner that looks like this with the girl casting the spell, click on that and it'll bring you to this exact page that I'm showing you here, right here. Sponsored by Barnes & Noble. This is the fair that I'm actually in. It's going until Monday, 6/12. So you scroll down and there'll be a video that shows all the books showcased. There's my book right there, Red Mage Ascending. You can click on here to vote for it, to vote for Best in Show. Now, the reason you're thinking, well, if I'm just going there to vote, I don't know if I want to help you out, Cleave Bourbon or not. Well, if you do, then you can scroll down here and you can register to get a $50 Amazon gift card. So there's an incentive to do that. Just if you want to do that, just come here, vote for my book, Red Mage Ascending. If you want to vote for the others, you can. I'm not saying you have to vote for mine, but vote for mine. If you want to vote for the others, you can. You vote, and then come down here and register to get a $50. Someone's going to win a $50 gift certificate to gift card to Amazon. So what's cool about this, if you look down here, there's a fair limerick that someone made, which is kind of cool. It's talking about the first three there, and look right there, looks like I'm #1 so far. So if you want to help me get Best in Show in this fair, then go to my Facebook with link in the description. I keep saying that over and over. Or my Twitter, click on it and come here and vote for me. Anyway, it looks like I'm #1 right now. So, which was surprising. I didn't know I was going to do that. But anyway, and I will get Best in Show possibly. But so far, these have worked out really great. It's been really awesome. This has garnered some sales for Amazon. People saw Red Mage and they've either read it already, or because it's not a really super long book, it's like 50K words or something, and they ordered my entire Tournament of Mages set. I have 4 books out currently. I have Gray Mage and White Mage for pre-order. Someone ordered all of them, a couple of people. So it has garnered some sales. So far, this has been really great. So those of you who are about to publish books or that have published books and you're just kind of languishing there and not really doing much, here's 2 ways that you can promote yourself that doesn't really cost that much money. It's a lot cheaper than Amazon ads and stuff like that for your return of investment. Now, return of investment, ROI, it's a very important thing when you're publishing these books. You want a good return of investment. So these little subscriptions for these little things that are actually doing a service for me and is doing really well for me isn't really costing me all that much. So it's really worth it so far. Now, the final jury is still out. I don't know quite yet what I'm going to think about them until it's all done. The book fair one runs out Monday, and so far, it's been great. The story origin stuff has been awesome. I kind of ignored it when I first heard about it. So I thought, well, how's that going to help me? And then I started looking into it, and I'm super excited about it now because it's working better than expected. So if you're really wanting to get some visibility, if you've already published a book and you want some visibility, then I would highly suggest that you look into story origin or ebook fairs or both. Now, the last thing I want to show you is I got this through Dell Links and self-publishing with Dale, is get covers. All right. Um, I was just shocked when I came here because the premium set here. Now I've spent $300-400 on a cover before, several covers, like multiple covers. I've spent on the Fury of the Lich and all that when I rebranded it. I spent probably about $100 a cover for those, and so I was like, wow. And then I saw this. I looked at the pricing here for these books. The premium service for the book covers here at getcovers.com is like $35 for the premium. It starts off, let's see, let me look at see here it is. It starts off, the basic is $10 for the ebook cover, and then a print ready cover, standard ebook and print ready cover design is $20, and then the premium cover is premium ebook and print cover. Now the reason why it's premium is because depending on what your licensed images, it could be 3 to 5. There's one in the basic, one in the basic, 2 in the standard, and 3 to 5 in the premium. Now I got the premium, it was $35, and it takes about 5 days or whatever. It's been about 3 or 4 days so far, and I haven't gotten the books back yet, the covers back yet. But I was amazed that at the price point, it's just great. Now, as long as it stays at this price point, this is where to go get your covers if you're gonna have one made from photo stock and things like that. If you're wanting one that's made completely from scratch, like an artist drawing it, you're gonna pay a lot more than $35. You're gonna pay hundreds, if not close to 1,000 for that. If you want people to make covers out of photo stock and stuff, this is a really, really good deal. I'm just amazed at how good of a deal this is. This is even better than Fiverr's deals that I've found. But the only thing is I have not seen the finished product yet. Now you can go and you can look at their portfolio here, and you can see that their covers are on point with just about every cover you can see on like Amazon. And you can direct them on however you want to do it. This looks just like a fantasy cover. I mean, they look great. Their portfolio looks awesome. These are actually real covers that are out there that they've made for people, and they look incredible. And so I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. So I did. I ordered 2 at that price. I can get 2 for the price that I usually pay for 1. So I got these orders going here. I got Archmage and Paladin. Those are books you haven't heard of yet because they're in the future. I'm usually try to get my covers and everything done beforehand, because the last thing you want is to be working on a book, sending off to editing, get it edited, and come back to you and everything, and you're waiting on a cover still. And especially if you're doing pre-orders. If you're doing pre-orders, you want your covers to be made way ahead of time. Usually I get my covers made first, most of the time, unless I'm rebranding, because if I have a book half written and I don't have a cover for it, I kind of panic. And the reason why, because I have been in the past where I've had a pre-ordered book, and I had it written, had it edited, had it ready to go, and I didn't have a cover yet. It was delayed, or I can't remember. I think the first cover artist fell through or something, and so I had to have another one made. And this is back when I was getting like really expensive covers, and I had to get another one made, and I was almost late for the pre-order. So now I always had the covers ready a long time ahead of time. And this way you give yourself enough time where if there's problems with it, or if it comes back and you're like, I don't really like that cover that much, and you can have them tweak it. You can have them make changes and stuff, and you're not pressed for time. So it's a really good idea. You don't want to get the cover too far ahead, because if you get the cover too far ahead, like if I'm writing a book next year, I'm not going to get the cover for next year's book, because by the time I get there, that cover either might be outdated, or I might have changed the book in some way when I actually wrote it that doesn't really fit the cover anymore, or something like that. So these books are on my list to be at the Tournament of Mages. So I'll be finishing up the books that I have half written, finishing up the Tournament of Mages, finishing up Fury of the Lich, and then these are the next books in line. So once these come out and I see what they're like, then I will let you know, and let you know how this worked out for me. So far, it looks to be, by their portfolio and by watching self-publishing with Dale and seeing the covers that were made through that, and then seeing these, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be great, and so I will let you know. If that's true, then I can't believe they're going to keep that price point, at 35 bucks. If that's true, then and you're ready to have a cover for one of your books, I'll let you see mine, let you see how it looks, and I would say jump on that. Get on that. That's a really great price for covers. All right, that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to finish this video up and jump out of here. I just wanted to pop in and tell you guys what I'm up to, let you guys know what I'm working on. That way, for my next video, I'll tell you the results of the fair, and the results of the story origin and how that worked out for me. If there's any pros and cons. So far, I haven't seen hardly any cons. It's been all pro on both of those. Get covers, I don't know what those look like yet, so I can't really respond on those yet, but we'll see. So far, I like their portfolio and I like their prices. So that seems to be pretty good. So those of you who are here for the grammar stuff, my grammar lessons, we'll probably be putting one out here pretty soon. But I got to get this all stuff finished up first, and then I will. So there'll probably be a video following up on this first, and then a grammar lesson. So anyway, I will see you guys later on. Thank you.